What's going on, guys? Welcome back. And today I'm going to be reviewing the Rock and Groot brickhead set and the Harry Potter Journey to Hogwarts polybag. I got these sets in order to get the promotion of the Avengers Infinity War Bricktober pack when you spend up to $75 at Toys R Us. And I got these two sets to bump up the price to get the Bricktober pack. So I thought the Rock and Groot brickhead looked like one of the better brickheads, and I wanted to get the Harry Potter Journey to Hogwarts polybag from the beginning. But having it now, I think it's better for people who can't afford or get the Great Hall set, because it's got a lot of parts from the Great Hall, and I wanted it before I got the Great Hall. Now that I have the Great Hall, it's kind of lame, and I don't really like it as much as I probably would if I didn't have the Great Hall. So we're gonna get into it. But getting into the Harry polybag, we have the Harry minifigure, and I'm not even gonna bother putting him on the stand because he's very common, and I've covered him in a lot of reviews already. I covered him in the Great Hall for a short amount of time, and I covered him in the Aragog set with just a different torso. So he has the standard Gryffindor robe torso, which you can get in the Great Hall and the Whomping Willow. He has the dark brown wand, short legs, and the same Harry face and hair that you can get in all the sets. I think all the sets, most of the sets in this Harry Potter, and all the sets of this new Harry Potter wave. And it's a great face print and hair, and it's a good torso, and it's a good way to get him if you can't afford the Great Hall. But not too much to cover there. So the Hedwig cage build that also comes in the polybag is fantastic. I think it's a creative use of parts. I love the gold studs with the holes in them because I don't have a lot of those pieces. And you get Hedwig, which is very common in this line. She comes in the Great Hall, the Whomping Willow, and the CMF series, and this polybag. So she's very common, but it's a good cheap way to get her. And it's a great little cage build. So I love the cage build. Moving on to something I don't like as much, the trolley, which I kind of hate this trolley. But the pieces you get with it are good, so let's stay positive and cover the pieces that you get with it first. You get the old suitcase piece, which was kind of a flashback to me because I didn't expect them to include this instead of the new suitcase piece included with Newt Scamander and Jacob Kowalski in the CMF series. So I guess they aren't retiring this piece, and it's a very classic piece to me, and I love getting more of it. You get the gunmetal gray cauldron, which is once again very useful, and you get the book, which the only other copy of this new book piece I have came with Dobby for Tom Riddle's diary in the CMF series, and you get the printed tile there, which comes in, I believe, the Whomping Willow as well for Wingardium Leviosa, Swish and Flick. So that's a great printed tile and a great book piece. So those are the three pieces that I really like, but the trolley I hate. It's just this weird build with Technic axles for the wheels, which just looks weird and like out of place. They look hollow and weird. And the trolley's so simple. It's like this piece with these pieces on the sides, and then like this red piece at the end, which is completely out of place. So I really hate this trolley build. I like the red 2x2 piece. I just hate the trolley. So moving on to the ratings for this Harry Potter polybag, the Harry's Journey to Hogwarts. Like I say, I think it's better for people who don't have the Great Hall and can't afford it because it's got the same Harry minifigure from that set. And by the way, this is a Toys R Us exclusive polybag. I think it's a cheap way to get Hedwig. I like the pieces you get with the trolley, like the new book piece, the suitcase, and the cauldron. But I hate the trolley. And yeah, so like I say, I think this is good for people who can't afford the Great Hall. I'm gonna give it a B. I was gonna give it a B-, but the pieces in it weigh the value up for me a little bit. So yeah, so I'll give that one a B. Moving on to the Rock and Groot brickhead. We're going to cover Rocket first. I think the coloring on these brickheads is even more accurate than the actual minifigures, because the Rocket minifigure is gray, and I like the brown in this more. The brown and tan. I love the way they use these slope pieces on the sides to get the shape of a raccoon head. I think it turned out fantastic. And unlike a lot of the brickheads, you can actually move his little hand. And in that hand, he's supposed to grasp his gun, which I hate this gun. I hate it. I'm sorry. I like the one on the minifigure more, even though that one's just like an Alien Conquest gun with a cylinder on the end. But I hate this gun. It's too long. I know he's supposed to have big guns, but this one's just too long and all the pieces, and I just hate this gun. So I'm just going to display him without this gun. I don't like it at all. But love the cute little eyes. Like, I'm sorry, Rocket, but you look cute. Did you just call me cute? But yeah, I actually think this looks like a really cute little brickhead. I love the use of the Wolverine claws for the whiskers and the little nose there, and the printed tile for the torso, because I love the printed pieces they give you for their outfits on these brickheads. And he has this big tail at the back with the stripes, with an actual plant pot piece. So great use of parts on this brickhead. Love the rocket brickhead. Moving on to the Groot brickhead. I think I like this one even more. It really captures the look of the character of Groot, and it gives you a ton of these useful printed pieces. Like you get like a ton of these printed, I believe 2x2 flat tiles with the leaves on them and the bark for Groot. And once again, I think the dark tan is more accurate than the brown used on the minifigure. Although I don't like that they use brown for the hands. It just looks out of place on the rest of the brickhead. Like, if you look at it, like, why does he have brown hands? It looks like he's wearing gloves. But I love the shaping on the head with the kind of bits sticking up at the top. Like this piece in dark tan, which I don't think is too common. But you have all the greenery at the top with this plant piece at the top, which really tops off the figure. Count how many times I just said top in the last second. But you can see the olive green with the regular green, and then the plant piece on the top, which is fantastic. And the shaping around him. I don't really like the brown pieces they use, the regular brown. It just takes away from the figure a little bit, in my opinion. But once again, I love the prints on him, and he comes with a little game. Because since the minifigure in the set, the Thor's Weapon Quest, the official Groot Infinity War minifigure, was missing the game, we'll just give it to the minifigure. So if you have this set and you have the Groot minifigure from Infinity War, just give the minifigure the game. But yeah, so I guess I'll show you what he looks like with the game in his hand. And I'm not covering the stands on these figures, the bases, because there's no printing on them. But come on, there we go. But yeah, that's it for these brickheads. Let's move on to the ratings on the brickheads. So I love this Rocket Groot brickhead set. I think the prints are fantastic. I have a few nitpicks, like, I don't know why, I just hate Rocket's gun. It's like a personal thing, but I just hate it. And Groot, I really love Groot, but in some of the cases where they use the regular brown, it looks a little bit out of place. But other than that, I have no problems with the set. There's a ton of useful prints. I'm going to give it an A. So yeah, that's it for this combo review of the Harry Potter, are you kidding me? Harry Potter polybag of the Harry's Journey to Hogwarts, which I gave a B, and I gave the Rocket Groot brickhead set an A. So, yeah, so be expecting another review on the Royal Talon Fighter for Black Panther, the Black Panther Royal Talon Fighter set. A review on that set coming up soon, and also, since I made custom versions of the minifigures from the Bricktober pack, the reason I got these two sets was because I wanted to get these sets to add up to the eventual price of the Infinity War Bricktober pack, so I got the Infinity War Bricktober pack. And since I made custom versions of the minifigures from the Bricktober pack before I got it, I might do a comparison of my custom ones to the actual LEGO ones. Let me know if you'd like to see that in the comments. But other than that, that's really it on this set review, this combo set review. You guys let me know what you thought in the comments, and I hope you guys have a great day. Take care. Bye.